we're in our budget meeting, and at this time, I ask that Ms. Janet Wall share the edits and tweaks to the tentative budget that will be presented later at our board meeting for our board members to approve.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing? Good? Yeah. Okay, so, there were just a few changes from the first tentative. One of the grandest things is that we have been allotted $755,400,000 more dollars in revenue from the State Department than we previously knew. The 27 lot machine came out. We got $350,000 more in equalization. And no, 422,000 more, I'm sorry, in equalization, 350,000 more in QBE FTE earnings. So that was a nice, on a nice note. As far as expenses go, there were just a few adjustments, nothing real major. We, of course, salaries were adjusted. Adjustments were made to align with certification, years of experience, and the supplements that were approved on the May 12th board meeting. And in expenses, in function 1000, there were adjustments made to software as POs begin to come in for the new year. I got a better picture of what the increases were going to be and those types of things. The new, this was my fault, the new reading software that we were going to get for next school year, I failed to put that total in the tentative budget for some reason. So I fixed that. In function 2100, people support services, there was Power School software update that has been added. RESA site dues. Site dues are normally reported in pupil services because it is for students. We previously had them in 2900, which is like other, yeah, other services. So I moved them in the proper classification, which caused that one to go up. In 2210, improvement of instructional services, there were adjustments made, of course, to software, technology supplies, and the dues and fees for professional learning. In 2220, which is educational media services, I added some more money in the supply line, just because of what they've been through with their upgrades. I figured they're going to probably need a few more things in Christmas. 2300 superintendent, general administration. I added a line item for superintendent's discretion or discretionary funds, and those kinds of things. That's common for that to happen. But those kinds of things are spent on students and staff for different things, like maybe a senior luncheon, or teacher appreciation, things like that. We normally scramble around trying to find a dollar here, a dollar there. So, but it is common for that to be in the general administration fund. In 2400, which is school administration, I had an increase in communication. By the time we got the next couple of phone deals, it was a good bit more. I don't know why. I honestly don't know. What I did was a projection the first time. And it was enough for me to think I needed to adjust it. So I adjusted that. In 2500, which is business administration, I adjusted the workers' comp and contract services. And the reason I did contract services like that is because, the Department of Audits accounts will be doing our financial statements in 426 and 27. I don't know what the charge is. I don't know if it's free, but I figured a little safe than sorry. So I put some money there to cover that just in case. $2,600, which is maintenance and operations. I adjusted the insurance property, because we didn't get the quotes in, so make adjustments for that. Communication line, supplies for maintenance. Figured all this stuff going on, these probably gonna need a few things as well. And dues and fees for travel and professional learning. $2,700, transportation, I'm sorry. I adjusted the bus repair line, bus insurance, and they had an increase to their, it's a subscription for the electric buses. The chargers, they went up like 7,000, 6,000, something, they went up. It actually was an upgraded system that gets more notifications and more, warnings about things that may be wrong with the batteries, because those batteries are very expensive. So I did that, and then of course in 2,900, there used to be some money, some expenses there, and I just removed all that. That was most of those site bills. I took them where they should be, so there's nothing in 2,900 anymore. That's it. Well, so the overall is we have $824,781 more in revenue now than we do in expenses. Before, it was only $288,000. So that big, if you will, raise from the QBE to the state money, that gave us a good bit. That's not, kind of, not a lot to, particular fund. Leaving the ending fund balance, $5,855,167. Prior to this new one, it would have been $5,318,500. Any questions?
Thank you, Ms. Wall.
I don't see any general public.
Any questions?
Any questions?
No.
Very important. Yeah, we're just sitting here. Okay.
It's good when you get this lot. So,
Yes.
it's pretty, that's what
Right, so we don't get the letter from the state. All they do is say you got too much money, like this.
so.
We need not get money, so we have to spend it. Like.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not. That's okay, yeah.
I told you they told that 30-minute drive out here. You will be. I told you. No, I've been 30 minutes. And then people want to talk about 30 minutes.
Well, they can just turn around.
Let me ask him for coming here. We're just going to pick up the drink. I'm not.
Yeah, when I get to meet more people, 'cause I ain't worried about my tap on the head, that's all I do.
There's a little presentation.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, tell me the same story. Well, I'm saying.
You get to continue to go.
Yeah, don't want me to tell them, say this, don't, Right.
Since they're on their way. I asked, I said, do you want to go to our 16 lives? She said, he said, yes, please. But y'all don't have to hold up for mine. If I had thought that, I would have told her to start it at 5 o'clock. So who's that? My daughter. Oh.
Yeah, we couldn't.
No, but I got her, because she learned everything.
Oh, she comes at.
They just left her house.
Oh, they make it in time.
They won't. They never do.
We might do that in.
Yeah, you're better off doing the next thing.
A recognition.
So you're not doing anything. Yeah. She's asking if we can.
They ain't nobody.
They came, but then back up. I mean, it's possible. Oh, I thought so. No, I thought.
Actually, he'll be out all week. And then once everybody leaves, I feel that everybody gone. And I post the school, so I cut off from everybody else. Trying to get my position right. It's coming, but you know everything was chaotic. And it was so it's now I just got to clean and a couple of other things. I moved my desk a little bit, so I may have to get a couple more furniture pieces to kind of put it all together. But yeah, when I come back, then I'm ready as opposed to trying to clean up.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Can we pledge allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. You may be seated. Has everyone had a chance to look over the agenda? Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll motion.
All right, all in favor? All right. Ms. Catley, over to you.
How wonderful it is to be a part of an organization and then having the opportunity to retire and go off and to enjoy other endeavors. But we will be so wrong if we did not bless those who have blessed us for many years. So we want to take this time to acknowledge our leaders, and I say leaders because if you serve in a capacity in Chatco, you are made to be a leader. Myself in the district, as well as our awesome Board of Education, want to make sure that we acknowledge our retirees by acknowledging their years of services with Chattahoochee County School, as well as give them a token of appreciation for their service. The first person we're going to recognize is Ms. Carla Carpenter. She did reach out. She is not here, but she gave us 25 years of service. On behalf of her not being here, we ask that her principal, Mr. Seth Gorman, will come up and accept this certificate of appreciation for her 25 years of dedicated service. And once she returned from her vacation, if you will stand and hand her this item. Keep her flowers away. Okay. All right. Next, we have an awesome young man. I say young man because if he told you his age, you wouldn't believe his age. But Mr. Kelvin Scott, he gave Chattahoochee County School System 16 years of service as our colonel for our RTC program. Now, thank you, sir. I know you're still masculine.
So first of all, we'll give you something to enjoy, something to appreciate, and something to take home to.
I appreciate it. I enjoyed it. Check home. Next, we have Ms. Nancy Harden. Please forgive me, I didn't state Ms. Carpenter. Ms. Carpenter served as a special education teacher here at our high school. And now we want to recognize Ms. Nancy Harden at our education center. With her 26 years of service, she has worked in multiple roles, assisting Ms. Hurd and our team over there, from assisting with our exceptional program to managing and maintaining that front office. Ms. Nancy Harden. A lady who gave 19 years, and I say 19 years, this is the classroom on wheels, where the students are sitting behind you, Miss Betty Dappin. And if you know Miss Dappin, you know Miss Dappin is a dear to your heart type of person where you really have to meet her and get to know her. But we want to celebrate her 19 years of services. She decided to retire. We thank her for all that she did to ensure that our students arrived to school safely and got home safely. Next, this lady, besides Miss Echo, claim that they are Chatco through and through. Casita Chattahoochee is what they bleed. And that's Miss Janet Gums. 22 years of services in various capacities. Here recent as our high school bookkeeper. She is just so awesome. It is always a pleasure to be in your presence, Ms. Gums. Flowers and your gift. And your gift is an awesome gift of sweet treats from Horn Pecan, and they are delicious. And we also have the flowers for you. So thank you for your years of services. Yes, ma'am. Yes. That concludes our recognition for our retirees. We thank you for all that you've done on behalf of the Chattahoochee County Board of Education. Your service has not gone unnoticed, and we are so appreciative of all.
My family.
When they're around at the time that they can take pictures.
Give them a round of applause when they walk in.
Right. Madam Chair, I turn it back over to you if you want to do a brief intermission.
I'm sorry.
I turn it back over to you if you want to do a brief intermission.
Yes, would y'all like to do a brief intermission so you can take pictures?
Retirees that are here.
Retirees that are here, take pictures in front of our. I know, we had to put it there, you know. Yeah, we can vote.
Hey, yeah. You can create a.
Janet, did y'all want to take some pictures? We're gonna take a brief minutes. You want to get over here?
Y'all want to take a picture with your mother? Or
Podium, in front of the podium.
presentation up here?
Yeah, wherever you
Just
want.
like her.
Go back to the meeting.
Steve, look at it.
Okay. We're gonna resume our board meeting. We will have our financial report.
Like 360. Cause I can't say I'm on my way, but.
All right, so we'll, begin with the general fund. We received in the month ending April, a total of $1,240,264 in revenue. We paid out a total of $1,096,464 in expenses. And we have an ending, general fund balance of $4,789,134. Of that, we have $2,182,933 in our LGIP capital, local capital outlay account, bringing a total of $6,965,453. Next, our nutrition. We received $71,471 in revenue, paid out $64,571. Excuse me, for ending balance of $290,646. SPOS and debt service. We had $114,430 in SPOS proceeds, $6,235 in interest, for a total of receipts of $120,666. No payments. Ending balance is $2,183,113. Capital outlay. We earned $14,783 in interest. No payments in April. Total ending balance in capital outlay is $7,062,753. Of that $2 million I just mentioned in local capital outlay is general fund. The other is federal capital outlay. And you have your daycare report. We have open purchase order total that have not yet been paid of $88,034. On your GE 396 report, through the end of April was 83.33% of the year completed. And we have collected 87.51% of the revenues. We have spent 72.19% of the budget. And then you have your vendor payments in April listed. Any questions?
Next, we have our staff attendance across the district. For May, we had 3 bereavement days, 0 jury duty. Paid parental leave was 20, professional development, 20 days. Personal leave, 1 day. Self-sick, 64 days. Leave without pay, there were 30. Vacation days, 18, for a total of 156 days across the district that were taken for the month of May. Next, we have our tentative budget that was just presented that will allow you all to look at it. If you have any questions, with the revenue grand total of $16,245,391, our expected expenses, or our estimate of expenses for the FY27 year is $15,420,916. Our excess in revenue is $894,945. For the end of this year, June 30th of 2026, we are expecting a fund balance of $5,030,386. For FY27, June 30th, we are projecting $5.9,025,331. That is the projected tentative budget for the FY 26 year. Any questions in reference to that? Next, we have our end of the year map data. And I must say, in my conversation and dialogue with our school level leaders and our teachers have done an outstanding job, and you will see the growth. For some reason, mine is still buffering.
Mine too. I was trying to pull it back up and it went back.
And the way it is presented, once it stops buffering, I do have a hard copy here for our math from the beginning of the year. And this is from our K-10 that we utilize. Beginning fall, we had 13% of our students that were at the distinguished level, and that increased to 21% by the time we had our last administration. For the proficient level, it remained the same, 25%, 25%. So that group of students that we look at as far as the milestone and is equivalent, which is the developing level, we had 23%. So looking at our numbers, we reduced that beginning learner level from 17% to 12%. So we are trending as we should as far as our academic data for our MAP benchmark assessment that we utilize, and that is from our K through 10th grade that we assess in literacy and numeracy. That's the math. And then the reading, we had a huge increase. So again, we decreased the lowest level, which is the beginning learner level, from 16% to 12%. But then there's a huge increase for the distinguished level from 16% to 21%. And then from the proficient level, 24% to 29%. And then we had from 23% to 20%. So our students are showing growth academically across the district. This aligns with GMAS as far as intercourse and integrated assessment. I've had conversations. We have upcoming data day. I share with our leaders. We're looking at that data because that data is the data that we share with you all when we have our August meeting in reference to our end of the year after we have our district leadership retreat. Any questions in reference to our map data? Okay. The next item is for information only. It is the renewal for our middle school, McGraw-Hill, and that amount is $13,392.50. It is our Achieve 3000 literacy that our middle school utilizes. But our policy states that anything over $10,000, the board has to be aware of it and approve it, and you all have. But it also has to be presented at our next board meeting to let everyone know that this amount of money is being spent for that renewal. The next item shows our payments. We've made 2 payments for the renovation that is taking place here at the high school. You'll see the first payment was at the end of May, and it was a total of $169,908. This is part of that $937,000 payment that we have. So it's not one lump sum that we're paying. As the work is being completed, then he is invoicing us, and we have the bills for that. And then you'll see the second payment of $143,460. And all of that come out of our splash dollars for facility renovation and updates. Improvement and upgrade. Any questions about those items for information only? Okay. Policy from our June board alert. There are no policy implications as pertain to GSBA in the policy update. The next items are for action. Personnel. Recommendation. We have a reclassification, which is one individual. And then we have employment. We have 6 employments across the district. And then resignation, we have 2 resignations. Any questions in reference to those items for the personnel slate? I present the personnel slate for our board to approve.
All in favor?
Okay. All right. Before we move on from personnel, we do have Ms. Valerie Hope here with her family. She was part of the approval. She is the CTA director that our board just graciously approved and work-based learning coordinator that we have. Ms. Hope, would you like to stand and have any word?
I won't say much, but I'm very thankful, looking forward to working with Chatco and building and developing our students and having them to be college and career ready. And I'm thankful for my family for supporting me every step of the way and giving thanks to God. So happy to be here.
Next, we have the tentative budget that was just presented. I present the tentative budget for our board to approve, and once our board makes their decision on approval, then it has to be presented and sent to the paper to be advertised for a period of time, as well as placed on our district website.
Can I get a motion? Everyone had a chance to look it over. Have any questions? Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll motion it.
Second? All in favor? All right, there you go.
Okay. Next, we have our GSVA, our risk assessment management is the proposal. Is the terms for this upcoming year. Go to the amount.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. I couldn't get to it.
Okay. I have it printed out. Okay. All right, the total renewal amount is $148,974. And the selection is for us to circle, how do we plan to do the renewal? We have the 4 payments, 4 monthly payment, mirrors the way we paid them last year for our insurance and coverage that we have. This is our risk management, which includes workers' comp, the insurance. So this would need to be board approved, for us to pay for this for the upcoming year, FY 27.
All right, can we get a motion to approve? Have a motion. Second? I second. All in favor?
Okay. Next, we have our strategic plan, which includes our strategy map. So looking at our strategic plan, you'll see that we have our district vision, our district mission, and then you see each of the goal areas. We have 5 goal areas: student achievement and success, with the performance objective. Goal area 2, operational and organizational effectiveness and efficiency. Goal area 3, staff development, professional development and growth. Goal area 4, stakeholder engagement and communication. And then goal area 5, positive culture and climate, that is being submitted. The strategy map is a mirror of that, but it's laid out in a map format. I am submitting our district strategic plan and strategy map. The action part, that's the part that myself and my team will be carrying out those actions throughout the district that align to attaining those goals, that have measurable key performance indicators, that also gives us a balanced scorecard, which will be found on our assembly website on our board. Any question in reference to the student achievement, operational and organization effectiveness or efficiency, staff professional development and growth, stakeholder engagement, communication, positive culture, and climate? Any question in reference to those items?
No.
Okay.
Can we get a motion to approve? I'll make a motion. I'll second. Second. All in favor?
Okay. Next is our Traversa software. There's an increase in this software, and this is the software that is on our bus. You see where it's the plan that we utilize with Verizon, but it also tracks where our buses are. So looking at that total amount, the total amount is $26,133.39. It is being submitted for board approval, so we can process this and have this software updated and in our buses as of 7/1.
Can I get a motion to approve? Second? And all in favor?
Okay. Next, we have out-of-state field trip. And this out-of-state field trip, we're talking about 2 separate dates, but for the same team. August the 29th of 2026, and then October the 17th of 2026 for our cross-country team. They're not overnight trips, but it's to Montgomery, Alabama to compete in a cross-country meet.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So I'm submitting that for board approval.
Can I get a motion to approve? Second. All in favor?
Last Friday, we received the next item, which is the nutrition bill update. There was a change to the update for breakfast for our adults. It increased from $2 to $3. So there's a $1 increase, so that's being submitted to the board for approval for the upcoming year.
Get a motion to approve. approve that. Questions on that?
Lunch remained the same.
Right, it's the same, yes.
An
Breakfast
increase from $2 to $3. Yes, ma'am.
For the adults, it's not the students.
Not for the student, just the adult.
Change the breakfast. Kids will be afraid.
I make a motion.
Second.
You got any thoughts or discussion, Ms.
Yeah.
Jones?
Go ahead.
No.
I mean, that's what
I just don't want to increase the, why increase the.
They did, they sent an email. They said,
It's a lot of things, that's all.
yes,
Yeah,
So I paid them back one.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We didn't do what.
it's the cost.
it's the cost of the food.
Right, the cost of food.
Yeah,
That's why.
That's what was in the email, the cost of the food. I actually had the email here as I started sorting through. But it's because of the food increase as far as the price of the meals.
I mean, it's understandable.
I say.
Second, all in favor?
Okay. All right, the next item is our board policy GAR8. And as we were at GSBA, you noticed that one of the laws that came out talked about the current sick leave. Of sick leave, you have so many days that could be used as personal leave. Well, the law changed that required it to be moved to 5 days. So 5 of those days now could be used for personal leave, and it increased from the 2. So this policy was revised to reflect the law that must be in place, and it also is updated our district employee handbook as well. So it's the personal leave. A maximum of 5 days of sick leave may be taken annually for personal leave. And that increased from the 3 days.
All right, can I get a motion to approve?
Well, I would like to recommend us waiving, the 30-day rule to have this policy, presented tonight and approved tonight.
Now, can we get a motion to approve? Second. Okay, all in favor?
Alright, the next item is our resolution. Based on the information that has been presented tonight towards our budget and the budget that was approved, there's a threshold in which the state says, all school district fund balance should not exceed, which is the 15. You have no less than 5%, maximum of 15. So, for capital outlay project, it can exceed it. So I presented a resolution that our board, and it says, whereas the Chattahoochee County Board of Education is committed to financially planning for the future with saving the capital outlay project. Be it therefore resolved that the Chattahoochee County Board of Education approves the transfer of $1 million from our general fund to capital project funds for purposes of future capital outlay project. In the event that these funds are to be returned to the general fund, the board shall formally vote to do so and document the transfer with the resolution. So I submit this here, the 16th day of June of 2026, this resolution. for approval.
Anyone have any questions? No. I'm gonna get a motion to approve.
I think.
All right, all in favor?
Okay. All right. There's no participation.
All right.
And I do have that email about the lunch. You can look at it if you like.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But I mean the breakfast increase.
That is a breakfast increase. All right, so can I get anything?
That's it.
Shirley, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion it.
Second, all in favor?